I'll pull that. I'll find that graphic again.
What's that about the Bogression?
It's not real. It's a fallacy. It is
it's
a
about as
made-up
vanished as Tom
fantasy.
Grossi is right now.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to talk about this. This is going to be a great clickbait. I already know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back yet again for another glorious episode of what we call Clickbait Sports. We have the whole squadron together, starting with in the top left corner, urinating Tree. Tree, what are the vibes like today in Pennsylvania?
Well, everyone is pretty much pointing fingers at what's the problem. Best not to talk about it right now.
That's fair. What we are going to talk about is this Cowboys-Giants game. And representing the Giants fandom, we have 5 points, Vids. 5. How are you doing today, 5?
Oh, sorry. I was just contemplating the darkness of what being a Giants.
That's still your mom's house? Because you set it up nice if it is.
Yeah. I am in my mom's basement.
Okay,
and,
looks good though.
Yeah, there were some cabinets in here, and then she agreed to, I just casually mentioned, hey, we need to throw those cabinets away. And then I didn't really need to, and then she was like, no, we throw everything away. And then she was like, I was like, okay. And then she repainted everything. You know, I got to pick the color because that's it. But it looks nice down here, but it's a very big room. So it's
You look like a YouTuber. Or you look like a streamer now, dude.
Yeah. I want to change those. I got to put some backing on those frames to move the lights behind the frames instead of around to make it look just a little more professional. But I think I did an okay job so far.
Yeah.
It looks
Anyways,
good.
Thank you for distracting me. Being a Giants fan is rough sledding right now. It's about as fun as getting kicked in the balls repeatedly. And it's actually more fun, or it would be more fun to get kicked in the balls, because then I would feel something.
Sure. Right now. We know who felt something during their last football game. That was Brandon Perna. Before we get into that, Perna, how are you doing? What's the weather like over there?
It's beautiful here today in Denver, Colorado. Very good weather here. Thank you for asking about the weather, Scooter.
Do you think the weather has leverage over
Colts? I'm not going to lie. Rough loss to the Colts. We'll get into some things today, but I'm still a true believer. You cannot shake my faith in Bo Nix. Not today. Not ever.
All right. We will get into the Bogression, but before we do that, we must welcome former fan of the year, TDG, Tom Grossi. Welcome, brethren. How are we doing today?
I don't know. I was fine. Then Tucker Kraft got hurt in practice. He hurt his knee, so they're seeing they don't think
it doesn't look like it's be severe, so you should be okay. Might be out for a game or two.
Hopefully he's all right.
Steelers had an injury too. A backup guard, Max Sharping.
And look at that. Brandon tries to curse my team once again. And look at that. Just because his team is dog water, he's got to drag us all down with him.
Yeah, they had an equal chance to be cursed. Equal chance.
And I will be your host, Scooter Magruder, representing the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Oh, Lord.
Why don't we start with, since we have this stat pulled up right here, why don't we start with that glorious game between America's team and the New York Giants? It was back and forth and back, and then Brandon Aubrey took the Dallas Cowboys to the promised land. 5, what is your immediate reaction to this game? Did you think at any point, this is our game, we got it?
No, you never think that way as a Giants fan in the last 10 years. I was like, throughout the whole game, I was like, how do we blow this game? And we found an amazing way to blow it. My biggest takeaway is your secondary is trash. That was one of the worst defensive efforts I have ever seen. Y'all were getting burnt like toast just left in the oven for 2 days. It was disgusting how bad you guys were in the vertical game. Y'all were letting Russ Wilson carve you up like a Thanksgiving turkey. It was ugly for y'all. So that's the key takeaway, is that the Cowboys are going to struggle to stop people from scoring on them. There was no stopping the Giants offense, except for when the only person that stopped the Giants offense was Russ himself.
Finest arm punt I've ever seen in a long time.
Beautiful.
I'm a little bit conflicted on what you said. Yes, Russ did light us up. He had a career high in passing yards. But then it's like, why didn't the Eagles do that to us? The Eagles are a far superior team than the Giants. So how come they didn't light it up against us week 1? So I'm a little bit conflicted. I don't know really what went on that game. It looked like a mixture of coverage busts and calls that just were not being executed. I have no idea.
I don't know how you explain a coverage bust when Leak Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson just ran straight 9s right down the middle of the field. Like, how does your safety
coverage bust?
How is that a bust? That is just complete
bad coverage.
That's that's just
your analytics say that you're playing Kyle Elam as a corner, dude. You're done.
They were there. They were in the area. They were
the
just
secondary, or did allow the receivers to get by him. It was crazy. I think something that was lost here, though, is the clutch performance of Rain Dakota Prescott. And if you look at the stats, statistically speaking, Dak is playing like the best quarterback in the league. Yes, Brandon Perna.
I found it humorous with the Cowboys and the Giants that Dallas, probably the first team in the last 3 years who, and I'd like to remind everyone, when you guys traded Micah Parsons, you said, what did you guys say? You could scheme pass rush pressure. We could scheme pressure.
Yes.
Well, you schemed to Russell Wilson's strength. And I applaud that bravado. You said, we're going to take the one thing Russell Wilson does really well, and that is throw the ball deep down the field for his receivers. And we're just going to leave that open for him and see what happens. And you guys won the game, but as a fan of football, it made just for a very fun watch. So it may sound like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm genuinely thankful to your defense for allowing that to happen.
It's that Matt Everflu's defense, man.
Yeah, you're about to credit Dak, right? And he deserves it. But having a guy like Aubrey on your team in those situations, very nice.
It is and there it is.
Oh Lord.
There is the stats when it actually matters, when you take out drops from receivers, fumbles, adjusted for pass protection. Listen, I'm just saying, a lot of people don't realize the greatness of Dak Prescott. They underplay.
Hey, Scooter, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me what EPA is?
EPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're pulling up and you're using that he's the best.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What's EPA? Yeah.
Everyone knows what EPA means.
Yeah, so what is this?
I don't even.
But what does it mean? It's like TPS.
I don't even need to explain it.
I just want to know what
because
EPA
everyone
means.
knows.
If we're using this to say that Dak Prescott's the very best quarterback in the NFL, we should know what EPA is, right? I mean, I'm just that seems to make sense.
If I could help Scooter out here, actually, nobody really knows what EPA is.
It's expected points added.
Yeah,
exactly.
But nobody actually knows.
Maybe.
It's like war in baseball. It's a number.
Yeah.
It's
kind of a
like
big thing.
ELO. We can say it's like an ELO almost. The point is, Dak is playing out of his mind. Yes, Brandon Aubrey is a weapon. Once you get to that star, all bets are off. And I actually had the pleasure of talking to Stephen Jones today on the phone. Yes, with the Dallas Sporting Network, we all got to ask one question, and my question was, Stephen, we all saw this game with the Giants.
How do you feel about patricide?
We did get Jadeveon Clowney, and my question was, are we done? Or are we going to be looking to add someone else like a Trey Hendrickson, like a Greg Newsome the second, maybe even an edge from Miami, Jalen Phillips? So his answer was very PR answer. He said, we're always looking to add. It's always a 24/7 acquisition when you are in player personnel. So we'll see. I really do not think the Cowboys are done adding to that defense, especially after that performance against the Giants. We'll see if we can get it cleaned up against the Bears. But something we're going to talk about a little bit later are teams that are looking to offload some players now that it looks like they're not going to be doing anything this year. Do you foresee the Giants letting go of any players this year before we move on to a different game?
Because if you've already hit rock bottom and you're on the upswing, that doesn't make sense to get rid of players. You already got rid of quality players for cap reasons, like Xavier McKinney and Saquon. So
you believe the Giants are on the upswing?
They're attempting to be on the upswing, but there's no reason for them to get rid of Drew Phillips or Cordell Flott or any of these guys that are in the back in the secondary, because they're all under contract. They're all relatively cheap. No one's going to get expensive. It just still bothers me. Out of all the people that they let go, Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley, McKinney bothers me the most because he was cheap at the time.
So good.
He wasn't expensive. They could have done some type of deferred deal. They could have cut some other players that are straight garbage anyways. And mathematically, Saquon made sense, right? You just don't sign a running back who you suspect is on the downside of his career. The fact that he went out and did that is fine. You don't expect that. Daniel Jones and this resurgence in Indiana, like, you didn't expect that either. He's looked like trash for the last 2.5 years. But McKinney was producing as a New York Giant, and then they're like, "Oh, we don't need this guy." Don't get me wrong. Drew Phillips is fine. I know. Go ahead.
So what you're saying is the Cowboys should not expect to get a Dexter Lawrence in any type of intra-conference trade for a 4th to 5th round pick.
Who would trade a really great pass rusher within the same conference? That doesn't seem right.
I know, right? I mean,
you have
do a run stopper too.
Crazy.
I mean, you can stop the run. I mean,
Crazy.
Dexy, there's apparently some issues there.
But we go from one very close game to another very close game. Of course, I'm talking about the Denver Broncos taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And when it looked like, similar to the Cowboys-Giants game, when it looked like one team was about to win, victory was snatched away from the Denver Broncos. Immediate reaction when you were watching this game, Brandon Perna?
Confusion. First, it was confusion, like most Broncos fans. Thought we'd won the game when the kicker missed a 60-yard field goal because he's not Brandon Aubrey. Should have missed it. And we got a little penalty flag. Uh-oh. Personal leverage. Good timing there. Leverage, personal foul, 15 yards, 45-yarder, right down the gooch. We lose the game. I think I'm over it. We're on to the Chargers, who look very competitive, who I wish we were 2-0 going to play the Chargers, because I don't like the matchup for a few reasons with LA. But I think like the thing I want to dispel is the Bo Gression.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Bo played pretty good against Indy. Bo had a very nice game. Now there's an interception late.
Yeah,
that was just kind of
that was pretty.
It was a weird
bad
throw.
timing,
It was a weird throw, bad timing, bad situation. But like until that point, he had played very well. We miss a 45-yard field goal. We get that penalty. The Broncos just did a handful of things to shoot themselves in the foot. Bo played so much better than week 1, and I feel like that kind of got lost because Denver lost. So I'm not worried about it. I want to see more out of him, obviously. But also Pat Surtain didn't have a great game. He sprained his ankle very early in the game, left for a while, and I think like that affected him. he, in his press conference in Denver today, basically, he didn't even address like having sprained ankle. He said his technique was bad and he just did a poor job with his technique, and that's inexcusable. Like, he said all the right things.
That's leadership.
Fine. I have more questions about the defense because, like, week 1, the defense looked exactly like we thought it would. Like, we got so much hype around the defense all offseason. Our free agency signings, we added, Jahdae Barron in the draft, and it was like, okay, all of that's true. Week 1, the defense destroyed the Titans. Week 2 against the Colts, defense looks like it's got some big holes. So, like, I'm a lot less worried about Bo Nix. I'm worried about Bo Nix against the Chargers defense because I think they're very good. But I want to see, like, our defense get, 4 or 5 sacks every week. Not one sack, just one sack on Dan Jones.
Well, Colts line's pretty good, though, so there is.
Yeah, I think Indy has a very good line. And I'm a little worried about Vance Joseph's ability to make adjustments or, adapt within a game. So we'll see. I have questions, just not about Bo. Not about Bo.
You are coping and seething.
I always thought that was Tree singing that song. It does
sound very Tree-ish.
Sounds very similar.
Not really.
My only question is, what will it take you to become a progressionist, if anything?
Progressionist.
A progressionist. I'm going to lead the progression. Oh, I like that. I'm the leader of the progression. We got to get this guy out of Denver. Rise up with the progression.
You'll be calling him Boo Nix in no time, baby.
Yeah. If his touchdown to interception ratio is the same, say like week 12, then
you're done.
I'll be upset. If he starts taking like a ton of sacks, something he was very good at not doing as a rookie is like avoiding, like he minimized sacks. It's really like the knock on him are just some of the bad choices throwing, and that sucks. But second-year quarterback, like, it's going to happen, and I think it's kind of always going to be part of his game, and I think they're going to be kind of streaky. But that would be the thing if we're like week 12 and he's got like 15 touchdowns and 15 picks. Then yeah, I'm gonna be a little nervous. I'll be a little nervous then.
That's fair. Well, it is still early. It is week 2, but
potato famine.
Week 2 did not serve the Pittsburgh Steelers that well. Tree, take us through, for those who didn't get a chance to watch this game, take us through what happened in your game and how everything played out.
Well, one play can best summarize it for me.
Offense and go win some of these fourth quarter type ball games.
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson. He may have touched that ball. That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
My favorite is number 40 after like they grab it, it goes back inbounds, then jumps on it, and it's like, just maybe this will.
Yeah,
it wasn't as bad. That was bad.
Every kickoff is a live ball, especially if it's not a punt return or anything like that. I don't understand why nobody was going back for the ball.
Free kick
or punt or like kickoff. That's a live ball, even if he doesn't touch it.
I understand. And it's because they changed the kickoff rules so much that no one has any clue what anything is anymore.
And that's on the coaching.
EPA. Kickoff rules are EPA.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like ELO.
I mean, Caleb Johnson, -6 expected points allowed. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
I don't know why Caleb Johnson was even returning kicks to begin with. He barely returned kicks. He was a power back in college. He couldn't beat up Kenneth Gainwell for reps in the running game. And now you're having him returning kicks. He's been benched, but it's like, what are we doing here? And my question too, that's not even the biggest concern to me. The real concern is the defense. The defense it's a mess. It's full of injuries. Highsmith's going to be out for a while. No Joey Porter Jr., no Deshaun Elliott, although I don't know if they would have done much. TJ Watt's getting double teamed every game. I don't really buy the whole he's washed sort of thing. Oh, I mean, you like getting double teamed, Brandon, trust me. But I will say that the real issue of that defense is the ability to stop the run, especially down the middle. They're getting destroyed. Their linebacking core is weak. Their interior line's been pretty weak. Keanu Benton's been pretty underwhelming. Peyton Wilson has been, kind of lost out there. Patrick Queen's really hit or miss. He'll make like one big play and then vanish for a while. And you're trusting guys like 31-year-old Jalen Ramsey and 34-year-old big play Slay to cover 22-year-old wide receivers with a 4.3 40-yard time. Like, what do you think is going to happen there?
Would you take 2 first-round picks for TJ Watt?
I don't think anyone's going to trade 2 first-round picks for TJ Watt, not with that contract.
I know
Just
a guy.
saying.
That's all I'm.
You'll know a guy, huh? Well,
I know
here's
a guy.
So you're going to make the revenge for not drafting him in 17, picking a guy named Taco instead, or is that what you're thinking?
Listen, let's not talk about that. Those were dark times.
I mean, we
Very
got to talk
dark
about
times.
these.
But let's see how the Steelers bounce back this week. Again, it is very early for all the teams. Very hard to get a gauge on a lot of teams. Although the Packers are looking like one of, if not the best teams in the NFC, thanks to this Micah Parsons trade. Of course, they were taking on the Washington Commanders. And this, to me, was a gauge of, are the Commanders good? Are the Packers good? Let's find out. And Tom, what did you find out during that game?
Do celebrities know things? What do they know? Let's find out. Yeah, apparently our run defense is for real, which it was so weird. Everyone was saying how bad our run defense is going to be now with Micah Parsons, but holding both the Lions and Commanders combined to under 100 rushing yards is pretty nuts. No, but honestly, like the consistency, especially on a short week. I mean, the Commanders were a top 3 rushing team last year. For them to go out and dominate on defense like they did, it was incredibly impressive. And so heading into this game against Cleveland with like 10 days of rest, I know our O-line is beat up a little bit. Now Tucker Kraft is beat up and Jaden Reed's going to be out for a while. But this Packers defense is impressing the hell out of me. Like this pass rush looks real good. So I am very excited going forward. We'll see what happens with the Browns. They should be able to take care of business. And then I just have another game after that's just circled a little bit more. Just a tiny bit.
We will see. Personally, I am not ready to anoint the Packers right now because if we just look at how last season transpired, the Eagles looked garbage week 1 and week 2. Then they caught fire towards the end of the season. So while the Packers are looking very good right now, I'm hoping the inverse can happen with them and they peter out the closer we get to the postseasons. We move on, though, to teams that might be looking to trade. We are talking about a dumpster fire team. 5 and 3 know about that a lot. Dumpster fire teams that are looking to potentially move players because they're not going to be doing anything this year. Who jumps to your mind when you think of teams that might be in the trade market looking to offload some players, looking to potentially get into a non-Arch Manning number 1 overall pick type situation?
Well, that's easy. It's the guy that's leading this team into battle right now.
To win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game, honestly. And that is how you lose the game. You're moving the ball down the field. You're 1st and 10, and then you find yourself at 2nd and 20. That was critical.
Does he have a gun pointing at his head when he says that stuff?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
That guy is waiting for his unemployment check right now.
To win the game, you have to win the game.
Yes, to win games, you have to win the game, not lose the game.
That's
It's
true,
a Yogi
though.
Berraism.
Point out the lie. Point out the lie.
It's not. He's not wrong.
I mean,
he did not state anything untrue. I'm just saying he looks like he's not slept in several weeks.
Yeah. He's been so. I think the concerning part is Mike McDaniel's been so outwardly positive the whole time. He's giving the appearance of being just broken, a broken man, a broken coach, and honestly, that scares me more than the kind of bumbling over your own words there a little bit, trying to like get out a cohesive point when you're not really doing it, which I do a lot. So I actually relate to that part of what Mike McDaniel's doing. It's just like seeing him like, yeah, we're not. That's like, oh man, this is going to end probably before the season is up.
I mean, even the preseason, he was saying like, it's a good day because we're all one day closer to death. I mean, that's Billy McDaniel. But in terms of your answer, the answer is easy. It's Tyreek Hill. Apparently, there's a lot of issues with him. He might not be on the same page with Tua. He was publicly outbursting the last couple of weeks, and there are a few teams that are already looking for like his services. Pittsburgh's looked in for it. I don't know if they're going to get him. I mean, you have a perfect match with a team in Kansas City. They could use a wide receiver right now, especially with Rashee Rice. Denver, no, you're not getting him. It's Kansas City.
Don't want him. Don't want that guy. Don't need him.
Yeah.
True.
They're going to start fire sailing at some point.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, what else can you get in return? Like, their offensive line's a mess. Everyone's injured. Jalen Waddle, do you trade him? I mean, Achane, you could probably get something for, but do you want to trade him? Nobody's taking on Tua's contract right now. Your edge rushers are hurt.
The Dolphins a 5th-round pick right now for Jalen Phillips. He has been perpetually injured.
Yeah.
You're not going to get – you're going to need more than a 5th for Jalen Phillips.
You're not getting him for a 5th.
We're getting him for a 5th-round pick.
You have a couple firsts hanging around.
Dude,
if Chop Robinson plays well, maybe they'll deal Jalen.
Yeah, they probably want to deal Bradley Chubb before they deal Jalen right now.
Do you know how I know how they are gonna. Why I know they're gonna trade Tyreek Hill because they made a statement and said we're not dealing Tyreek Hill. That is the kiss of death. That is the we are so dealing Tyreek Hill.
They're just trying to keep their trade value up. That's all they're doing.
Yes.
Do you guys think the Cleveland Browns are another team that could be looking to offload any players right now after their 0-2 start?
It depends on who you're looking to trade. You're not trading Miles Garrett. Miles Garrett. You'd probably be looking at maybe Greg Newsome. I mean, maybe, but as I said, like Cleveland still is kind of in that limbo. They're trying to figure things out. I mean, a guy that could end up trading is Jerome Ford because they do have a couple rookies in their running back core they might want to give space to. You're not going to get much for Jerome Ford, but he could be good running back depth for somebody down the line.
What about Delpit? Is he
the Delpit of misery? Dilly. I mean, could be.
I mean, he's in.
I think like the Browns.
I think Njoku could be a guy too.
They would, because who's the tight end they brought in?
I forget.
Is it Fannin? No, he's a Bear. Wait, no, he's a Brown.
Yeah, Fannon's a Brown, but as I said, he's more of a backup right now. But as I said, you're looking at guys who you might get value for.
Yeah.
Are any of you guys interested
maybe.
in a Mozzie Smith?
Maybe in the waiver wire.
We're putting some feelers out there. Let me know if there's any interest back. We will see about that.
Here's the thing with Cleveland, though. Like, before they start trading anybody, right, are they going to – they would have to make a switch at QB first, I would think. So if they lose this week to the Packers, which obviously is very possible, they'll be 0-3, the Browns. They'll be 0-3. Mm-hmm. So at that point, you're like, look, we brought in Joe Flacco to keep us competitive. We've lost our first 3 games in a row. We drafted – not 1, but 2 quarterbacks.
And 2 running backs.
So I would assume they would give Dylan Gabriel an opportunity because he's ahead he got a little playing time last week and see what he can do with the team. And before you start selling off pieces, I think you want to see who you have with that quarterback. And if you can salvage your season and if you've got the guys there to help that guy out before you start selling those pieces off. But
yeah, I'm looking at the Browns schedule. It's not just the Packers, it's the Lions in week 4. And then they're going to England in week 5. So who knows what happens there. And then the Steelers in week 6. I mean, that's a coin flip. And then the Dolphins are like their first real chance at winning a game.
Well, they're getting the Vikings early on, right?
Yeah, so, Vikings week 5.
Yeah,
it's a Sunday morning
out,
game. It's
international. On IR, you never know with that game.
So
Carson Wentz in the big 2025. He's going to shock people.
Wentz and Flacco. Come on, baby.
There are currently 10 0-2 teams in the NFL right now. The Jets, the Dolphins, the Browns, Texans, and Titans. Surprisingly, the Chiefs, the Giants.
Come on, Giants, beat those Chiefs.
I hope so too.
Please,
That'd be
Adam,
hilarious.
beat those Chiefs for me.
Panthers,
We'd all
and
laugh.
the Saints. So those are the 0-2 teams
Listen.
entering week 3.
I just don't know
If
who
the
they both
Giants
play.
beat
Yeah.
the Chiefs, that could possibly save Brian Daboll's job, right? You could be like, hey,
That's why he
look,
wants
I
to do
just
it.
beat, I just beat the Chiefs, a team that everyone but I just don't see that happening. We can't even beat the Cowboys.
What do you mean
You know?
you can't even beat the Cowboys? Like
We should have
You
won
gave
that
up
game.
500 yards of offense.
There
What
were
are we
many
talking-
opportunities.
Well,
to win that game.
to be fair, Shane Bowen is a terrorist, so that is definitely understandable.
I don't know why we employed that. We basically parted ways with Wink Martindale over, I don't know, principle or something. And then we bring in the Shane Bowen character. And then on the other side, Mike Kafka is about as entertaining to watch as paint drawing. So I'm just, but if we beat the Chiefs, it's all good, right? The whole
Mike
world
Kafka
is
sounds
somehow
like a Nepo baby teamster. That's the kind of vibes I get from Mike Kafka.
What is
That name?
how much time did Russell Wilson buy himself after that game?
a lot. I mean, he could be a week, he could probably start 6, 7 more games. He looked really good right until he became Denver/Pittsburgh Russell Wilson in one throw. And
he was throwing it. He was throwing
He
that
stole the
ball.
moonball, man.
The thing is, the people are sleeping on the possession before where he threw a ball backwards for no reason.
Yeah, that
Like
fumble
he-
that went out of bounds.
Yeah, that was awful.
That's the
And as I
most
said,
rush
that's-
play he did.
Yeah, there's a reason why Pittsburgh let him walk, because he would
Yeah.
like randomly have those moments.
He has
Yeah, that
a
was the
horrible
more-
fumble.
Yeah, that was the worst part because the Cowboys were playing off coverage and they were giving him 7, 8 yards underneath. And then for some reason he pulled the ball down thinking that, they were going to jump that route, and it ended up being a fumble. It ended up 2nd and 13 or whatever. It
Listen,
was.
you say we're playing off coverage. I have no idea what coverage we were playing that whole game because it looked like cover 3. You go and you look at the tape. People are out of position. It was bad.
Do you know what could have really
Loincloth offer
improved?
better coverage than your secondary, dude?
Do you know who could have really improved that situation? Micah Parsons.
Yeah, perhaps, perhaps he could have done something.
If only
like
you
that.
guys had him.
My
Yeah, I mean,
question to you guys is heading into week 3, what has been your biggest surprise so far? Biggest surprise of the week or biggest surprise thus far? What is surprising you? I will start, and it has been Indiana Jones. This
Stole my
man
answer.
has literally revived his career in Indiana. They are literally leading the AFC South right now. Who would have thunk it? What's shocking to you guys?
I'm going to stay in that division. I am surprised at how bad the Texans have been. Like their offense, they're supposed to be the Strouds, They're killing Tom with the material down there. Like they're
Oh
just,
no, it works for the storyline so well. So it works. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Their defense
I'm
is
just
really
saying,
good.
Defense
They're
real
off-
good.
Yeah, he looks like,
Did we lose you 5? I think he froze.
He was looking at stats from the Giants game and he was like, I can't do it.
Yeah, he,
Mom's got to upgrade her internet.
oh, there we go. He's back
oh,
ish.
back-ish.
Yeah, you kind of fell off on us.
You're
No,
blurry.
My
There
bad.
you are.
I bought
I couldn't agree more.
The
Yeah.
upload is the problem.
Yeah.
I know that life.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Up and away, baby.
But what
down-
were you saying?
yeah.
What was shocking to you?
Just how bad CJ Stroud has been and how inept their offense and defense. Like their offense, all they're doing is scoring field goals. It's really rough.
Their O line is
You're-
atrocious.
Their O line's
Like,
terrible,
it
and
is
CJ Stroud's taking a few steps
bad.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
their
that-
defense looks so good. Their pass rush was already good last year. I already like their secondary, and like their defense will keep them in games. But holy cow, man! Yeah, that offensive line, they need somebody quickly.
It's not even that. It's just their like play calling, especially near the goal line. You go to shotgun in 3 straight plays.
Michael Goff.
Like, what are we doing here, man?
Yeah.
Tree,
Michael Goff.
what has surprised you
Goff,
thus
100%.
far this NFL season?
Well, you took my answer of Daniel Jones, but I would say my biggest surprise right now. Well, I would probably have to say, I mean, how bad the Miami Dolphins have been so far. I mean, I didn't expect they'd be this bad. Like, as I said, I thought they'd be a candidate for Tank Bowl, but they don't even look like a team. Like, McDaniels lost the plot. The players are just going through the motions. Tua looks like he's lost, like he's not the same player. I mean, he's making mistakes that he normally make, like in accidentally, and now it's just commonplace. He's missing throws left and right. The only thing worth a damn on that team is Devon Achane, and their offensive line might be as bad as the Houston Texans, and that's saying something. And most guys are hurt. Austin Jackson's on IR. James Daniels is on IR. They're still at a cornerbacks. They've lost Storm Daniels. Their number one cornerback, Tom, get ready to laugh, Rasul Douglas.
Rasul! And I love
Big.
Rasul Douglas, but he was not good with the Bills last year. Like, it was a
exactly.
tough year with the Bills.
He's their best corner. Everyone else is hurt. And their edge rushers are still trying to come back from major injury. Their linebackers are having issues. But, I mean, as I said, I worry about what happens against the Bills. I feel like people are going to die. Like, it is going to be just body bags all over the place. It'll be like Squid Game, where they just put them in the grave, and they just, maybe the barely alive ones, they'll just harvest the organs from and sell them on the black market. But it's just, I don't know what to say. Like,
It's the football stream.
Nope. Eagles have to
die.
keep Dory Jackson. Perna, what is your biggest surprise thus far of this season?
I think I'll stay in my division. The Chiefs being 0-2, that is surprising. I think there's a lot of reasons to believe that, the Chiefs might not be great out the gate this year. With, Rice's suspension and just how we last saw him in the Super Bowl. But 0-2, that's kind of a surprise. But I think the Chargers being 2-0 is not necessarily a surprise, but I think how good the Chargers kind of look through 2 games is mildly surprising. But how much the Chargers are passing the football, I think, is interesting.
Greg Roman offense.
Yeah, and they're just letting Herbert throw a lot. And I was convinced they were going to be a run first type team. And because they were kind of that way last year, it just felt like they couldn't get the run game going the way they wanted to. And then when they did, J.K. Dobbins got hurt last year. They drafted a guy in the first round. So I was like, the Chargers are going to run it like 30 times a game. And it worked with them last year because they just let Justin Herbert kind of be efficient. But their whole offensive philosophy, at least through the first 2 games, is let Herbert throw it as much as he wants. We trust him with the ball in his hand. And Omarion Hampton hasn't looked great yet. Najee Harris looked a little better with his opportunities. And they're passing very effectively. Keenan Allen's been good. Quentin Johnston looks really good.
Johnston's been good.
He's actually his hands. I'm shocked by that.
Matthew Jefferson.
I think Lad McConkey popped up on the injury report. He's got an injury or something he's dealing with right now. So
we have Quentin Williams in the chat right now. So what's up, Quentin?
What's
so
up,
what
Quentin
you're
Johnston?
saying
Come on, horsey
is
man.
But yeah,
that he's
Chargers
more
are
than
fun.
a social media quarterback.
Yeah, Herbert looks good. He looks like one of the best QBs in the NFL right now. So
He'd have to do a lot just because the name recognition or lack thereof compared to some of the larger quarterbacks. But we talked about this on GPS. Like, he has to go ham and not have a ton of turnovers.
Baker right now is about like the Bucks. Things have gone their way.
Yeah.
And now they're going to be down 3 offensive linemen. They lost Cody Mock. Godecki just went to IR, and they're waiting for Wirfs to get back
From his injury
to full speed there. So they're going to be down like 3 of their offensive linemen. So like, I'm a little nervous, like all this fun hype around them and Baker Mayfield kind of got like a gut check, and they're shuffling, that offensive line right now. But hopefully Baker figures out a way to just make it happen. And I hope they keep winning games in the last 2 minutes too.
They're a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
Besides the Colts, how bad the Dolphins are, I would say from this Sunday is a tough one to gauge, but I will say that the Falcons defense does look a lot better. Like they're getting a lot from their rookies, whether it's in their secondary, whether it's the pass rush, which they have desperately needed to improve over these past few seasons. And again, it's tough because, JJ McCarthy, he got banged up that game. They're missing offensive linemen, what have you. But that game, and then they fought well against the Buccaneers, until Younghoe Koo missed that kick. So I'd say like they're a pleasant surprise so far this season. So yeah, I like that defense. And Michael Penix is looking pretty solid.
That is fair. Also, just wanted to throw in another surprising thing for me is the ineptness of the Philadelphia Eagles offense. I don't know where that high-powered offense went. They are really struggling this year, and
it takes time, dude.
they're
Remember, it took them a while to charge up.
To see it. You can struggle and be 2-0, and that's what the Eagles are doing thus far. But before we preview this Thursday night football game,
did Tom give his surprise?
Yeah, I said the Falcons defense.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm not paying attention to my own show.
You're good.
That's fair. But before we preview this Thursday
wait, did
football
Adam
game,
give his surprise?
I did not. I don't remember.
you did.
You did.
I did.
Okay.
Cool.
We're cooked.
Because your internet kept freezing.
We're cooked.
Oh yeah. I just if it
But
doesn't.
before we preview this Thursday night football game, we're going to talk about the teams where their quarterbacks are out now. Is this something or nothing? A lot of teams now without their starting quarterback, the Bengals. Joe Burrow is expected to miss 3 months after getting surgery on his toe. Does that mean the Cowboys can acquire a Trey Hendrickson? Potentially. Many are asking. What are your thoughts on the string of injury, though?
You keep saying Trey Hendrickson. I don't think he's getting traded.
Oh, he's getting traded.
I would say the Bengals got the luckiest out of the teams that lost their starting. They get the Vikings, another team that just lost their starting QB, and Carson Wentz. That's another team. But I think if you take Joe Burrow off of any team, that really severely hampers them. And for 3 months, like this team already had identity problems and defensive problems. Their only hope was scoring. Jake Browning has done well and
better this year.
He is a good backup, but once again, he's still a downgrade from Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to more shots of his lovely wife in the booth. That's all.
Is she as much of a smoke show as AJ McCarron's wife back in the day?
Yeah, it's comparable.
Who was the announcer that was on the?
It was Brent Musburger.
Musburger, yeah, that was Musburger.
He
getting horny in the booth, old Musburger.
Yep, the old pervert. Anyways, I think Cincy is hurt the most. Also, Washington, if they lose Jaden Daniels for any amount of time, especially because Mariota
might be out
is
this week.
like Temu Jaden Daniels. He's not as good as all the things that Daniels does. So if he's out for 1 to 3 weeks, it's not good for the Commanders.
Hey, don't diss Nate from Ted Lasso. He's a good strategist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see. Also, Justin Fields did suffer a concussion as well, so he's going through the protocol. We'll see what the Jets.
They got Tyrod Taylor.
Yep,
I think
Tyrod Taylor. A quick question: how many quarters does it before he suffers yet another freak injury in his career?
Tyrod Taylor, man, no, don't do that to Tyrod.
Don't do it.
He does that all the time, though.
I know.
It's just like, well, random bottle fell out from the sky and gave him a concussion. Well,
remember he got stabbed with a needle?
Yes, stabbed with a needle in the lung. That's what gave Justin Herbert his job.
Yeah,
that was insane.
We injected the painkiller too far, Tyrod. Sorry, dude.
Oops.
You need to go get your lungs checked by real doctors.
I wonder if Herbert paid someone to do that, like in the movie Whiplash.
Maybe he was the doctor.
You know, where he just sabotaged First Chair. Maybe Herbert had something going on there.
Great movie.
Dude,
Great
if we found out Justin Herbert was behind the Tyrod Taylor stabbing. Oh my God.
It's coming.
What a plot
30 for
twist.
30.
Yep.
What a plot
Let's
twist.
also not forget Brock Purdy out for the 49ers.
Mac Jones was
as
pretty good,
well.
though.
Oracle
Corkle.
Jones,
Hmm.
long rumored lust of Kyle Shanahan, but he did look okay. I mean, it is the Saints, so you can't really do much with it.
Five.
Well, they
Isn't-
have the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are probably on the flip side of 0-2 teams. The Cardinals are the most sus 2-0 team.
They
out
nearly
there.
collapsed the
Dark horse.
Panthers. You kidding me?
5. Isn't it supposed to say the Giants are trash?
Oh,
Both are
grammar's
dramatically.
not the Giants is trash.
Okay. got it.
That's accurate.
They don't deserve proper grammar.
That's fair.
No,
That's fair.
no, it's
Mac Jones looked pretty solid. Their defense, the 49ers defense is looking pretty good. They have missed Robert Saleh, so they got to be thanking Aaron Rodgers for getting him fired.
The thing is,
Yeah.
Rattler didn't look too bad though.
Rattler, dude, the Saints, we're talking about 0-2 teams. Like, I don't think anyone's surprised that the Saints are 0-2,
Yeah, at
but
least
they
competitive,
do not look like the worst team in football, which
which is shocking.
If
Well,
the Saints
Saints
played
are
the
probably okay.
Dolphins, they would probably win.
Oh, easily. They probably win by double digits.
If they
You
played the
kidding
Chiefs, they would definitely win.
me? Don't push it.
I'd say the 0-2 Chiefs are the most real 0-2 team in the league. A lot of people are saying that too. A lot of people.
You are coping and
Chelsea does look
Other-
washed though.
Any other NFL talking points that we're missing
Travis
before we
Kelce.
get into previewing this Thursday
Yes.
night bloodbath?
I got a big one here. Okay.
Talk to me.
What are the chances you get to talk to Stephen Jones again?
He did say he was going to come back on the show.
I got your next question for him, Scooter.
Okay, tell me.
It's more of a request.
Okay.
Could you politely, if it comes up organically, okay, can you ask him to let his dad, Jerry, know that glory hole does not mean what he thinks it means? I think it would really help his dad out if he just clued him
That
in on
actually
what
came
glory
up.
hole means.
That actually came up when we were talking. And
glory holes came up?
Glory hole, yes. So for those uninitiated, and I did not know this myself.
Of course,
personally
Scooter doesn't
either,
know this, right?
It's finding
Glory
oil.
hole
It's an oil that pays.
oil rig term when you hit a whole bunch of oil when you're drilling.
Yeah.
They say you hit the glory hole. I am a Cowboys fan, but I am not from Texas. I'm American, so there's some other.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Hold on. Scooter, did you just say I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm not from Texas? I'm an American?
Yes,
What?
absolutely.
America's team, right?
America's
Exactly.
team. Mhm.
So people
From
from Texas aren't Americans.
No. People from Texas would like the Cowboys because they're from Texas.
Could
I
you
would-
imagine?
Texans.
Because I'm American.
How old is
I thought I heard that, and I was like, just
Jerry
clarify.
Jones?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones.
But the
Clickbait
point is,
Sports.
glory hole definitely has different meanings
It does.
for different regions of the United
Well,
States.
it means the same thing in every region, but in Texas, it also means one other thing.
yeah.
Apparently it does, and that was
Could
something
you
we-
imagine
that I
being
learned today.
explaining to 82-year-old Jerry Jones what the other meaning
Oh
is?
no, he knows. He
Oh,
knows
he knows.
what the
Jerry
other.
knows.
He knows what the other definition is because he said it in an interview. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
it in an interview, so
Dude,
he's aware. They
You
are
knew
aware.
about the White House back in the Cowboys days. Jerry knows. Jerry's been around the block.
Jerry knows. Jerry, his boy Robert.
I
told him.
actually respect him more for just continuing to say it.
It is a Texas thing. What is not a Texas thing though
I need to visit.
is
Texas.
this Thursday night football game between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Many are saying this could be the Dolphins' first win of the year. Are you guys in agreement with that claim?
That's not a word.
Agreement?
I don't even know if I
Agreement
found
is
one.
not a word. Agreement is a word.
How much you want to
But
bet?
the Giants is trash. Agreeance is not a word. I think the
Agreement
Buffalo
is
Bills.
a rare and outdated English word originating in the 16th century. That means the act or state of agreeing. Please continue.
What is your source there? I need
Just
to
literally type in agreement.
Okay, but is it Chat GPT or something that's telling you this? Because that stuff is very inaccurate.
Literally type in agreement.
Okay, what is EPA again? It's
ELO.
yeah, ELO. Listen, the Bills are going to send the Dolphins into the shadow realm. This is going to be ugly early and often, and it's going to not look good for the Dolphins. They are hurting and they are in disarray. And Mike McDaniel is he's either lost the locker room or he's lost the fire to coach. It is going to be bad and ugly.
What will it take for the Dolphins to win this game? That is the question I have to you
Lots
guys.
of rain and perhaps a sideways hurricane and a lightning delay of some kind. And I don't think that's in the forecast.
It's in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we just going to skip to the predictions then? Score predictions for this game, since it seems like everyone believes that the Bills have this in the bag?
I think the Bills are going to win the game, but I think the Dolphins are in desperation mode. Their backs are against the wall. I don't think they're going to have a good season by any means. And obviously, if they win this game, I don't think it saves their season. But I think this is a game, and it's on Thursday, which always makes things a little weird. And the Bills, right? They're going to be without Ed Oliver, I believe, and Matt Milano on defense.
Yes.
And while their defense looked better against the Jets last week, the Jets. I think there's still opportunities to score against Buffalo.
Sure.
And again, I still think the Bills are going to win, but I think the Dolphins might be more competitive than they're getting credit for in this game.
Yeah.
And I think it's just guys, whether or not you believe Mike McDaniel can keep coaching in Miami, I think it's guys playing for pride tonight. We've gone through the ringer. Everybody's written us off. Nobody believes in us. Sometimes that galvanizes a team for a week. I don't think even if the Dolphins win, I don't know if it lasts longer than that, but I think it'll be competitive actually. And it's a division game as well. So I'm going to give the Dolphins that much grace for one more week. If they do get blown out tonight, I'm sorry, Miami. I will not be able to speak nicely.
We've seen how weird divisional games can get. Some teams hang around that shouldn't be hanging around, pass for a whole bunch of yards where they shouldn't be passing for a whole bunch of yards. Anything can happen in interdivisional games. So let's get some score predictions here. Tree, what will the score of this game be?
38-10 Buffalo. It's going to be slow.
Whoa.
38-10. 5. What are you saying?
Bills 90, Dolphins 2.
Okay.
At least they give Miami's offense some credit. They'll get a garbage time team.
Origami, baby.
Yeah, you could have given them the 70-20 for me, Adam. Would have been nice.
Yeah, that one's
Perno, what are you saying?
Give me a Bills win this one 28-24.
Closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 31-17 Bills. I think it'll be competitive. I mean, let me put it this way. I would not be shocked if it's a little bit more competitive. Listen, Miami, I know it's the lowest bar ever. They looked better in week 2 than they did week 1 when they just scored 8 points. So, I mean, at this point, what do you got to lose? The dignity's already gone. So we'll see what happens.
Give me 33-30 Dolphins. They pull it out. I'm going to be a contrarian here. They're going to pull out some juice here.
Scooter's honestly, he's been a little too close on some of his predictions this year, so I'm feeling
you never know. You never know. Like I said, look at the Giants. No one suspected that was going to happen before it did. Who knows? Okay. Maybe they're channeling the depression in Miami into better play calling, into better plays. Anything is possible.
I just think at this point, if they start doing really bad, like if they're like 0-5, you just let McDaniel rip that vape like every 5 downs and just let him go crazy.
They banned his vape, and he hasn't been able to coach as good since.
He's like, it's Michael special stuff like in Space Jam, and it's just a vape. I mean,
Dude, we need him, and we need that Packers dude from your Packers game vaping together.
yes, the huge guy.
The big buff dude, yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Are we doing the countdown?
Let's
Yeah,
go
let's counter down.
to the
Let's do some
countdown.
countdown.
I got $43.98.
$64.65.
Great, Bobby.
So I did not win. Thank the Lord.
I got 130.97.
119.41. Let's go.
I literally have 129.95.
No!
You have to
No.
do a tribute to the leverage penalty.
Yes. You have to
Okay.
look up and explain what leverage is.
All right. Yeah, I got to do a Pokemon poem too, right? That was the other one.
Gotta get that Vikings hat.
Let's roll through the unfinished punishments so far. I still
Don't
need
worry,
to
I'll be getting the poem ready for next week.
Vikings
still-
hat, Michael Persons on.
a Speedo, the Jason Kelsey Speedo, so that's incoming. Yeah,
I
don't
can't
know
wait
why.
to see that.
I've got the Aaron
I wanna
Rodgers
see
jersey
that.
coming up.
He's
I'm
screen
still
grabbing
doing
a
the only-
lot in
I have
that
to ward off the
episode.
evil spirits, if I remember correctly.
I think Brandon should have to buy something off of Travis and.
Oh my
Taylor
God! Can he
Swift's
get the
wedding
free
registry.
4 Rashee Rice shirt?
Oh, no.
Oh, that it has to
That's
wear
better.
it for.
If,
Come
all
on,
right,
for
if they're
clickbait.
selling those, that is a very good punishment, and I will buy that.
Okay, that's a good
free
I'm
one.
alive.
for
Somebody
Rashee
finds
wear
the
for
link.
clickbait.
I am aligned.
I'm sure it's available. Let me see.
They have them available. It's $20 on a couple other websites. It looks like.
Yeah, send me the. I'll buy that.
What?
Stupid ass
How
shit.
much money did you get? Because I literally got.
Would you prefer a women's
129.95.
t-shirt?
130. I had 130, Scooter.
What do you guys have coming out?
Right after
else do
this,
people
I
do
have
want?
every NFL stadium statue. Like I'm critiquing all of them. So there's some really cool ones, by the way. Dallas is weird because they have the Tom Landry statue, but it's like shuffled off to the side of the stadium. It's very odd that they even have it up. It was at the old Texas Stadium, but I don't know why Jerry even brought it over. I guess because people would have protested. But it's in a really weird spot. Oh, that's a little teaser for you. But other than that, please subscribe to me. We are like 2,000 away from 400,000.
Oh, she. I see la la. Let's do it.
Brandon, what's
2,000
coming
away.
out?
We got we'll have a video up tomorrow or Saturday, but you can go check out Power Rankings.
All
That was the
right.
last video I did, right?
I have week 2 sports ball. Did a video on the purchasing knockoff like Steelers merchandise
saw
from
that.
websites.
I saw
We've been working on that for about 6 months. We were just waiting for the stuff to come in, so
Oh my God.
finally came out. But I'm working on doing some work for NHL Haters Guide, so I'm hoping to finally get that out. Not like last year, but we'll see.
There you go.
We want that
Tom?
I got a skit coming out before Thursday Night Football that I've been working on all day. I just got to finish editing that, and then I'm streaming tonight as well. So
Nice. And you guys can see the thumbnail for the NFC East meeting. It will be dropping after I finish doing this thumbnail.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been
There
another
you go.
episode of Clickbait Sports. Come back next week. Same time, same place. And we'll see you then.
Stell City.
Go Giants.
Okay, if you don't have.